It's right, isn't it, that of all the people in your life, the only person that you could write to that may be there to answer a letter was Jacqueline?
That's correct.
What was the request in the letter? This is in 2009, correct?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry, they've been stuck at my mum's in the loft.
I'm pleased you retained them. Does this ask for money, this letter?
No, what he actually asked for, I didn't know anything really about that. It was just the first contact. It was asking for my contact details that he needed to speak to me.
Did you respond?
Yeah, I contacted his dad, and he then gave that to Adrian when he rang, and that's how I spoke to him, how I got in contact with him.
He asked for money, and it was an amount. Do you know the amount?
Yeah, it was £4,700.
Which roughly translated is around €5,500.
Yeah.
Correct?
Correct.
And that's what he needed for a lawyer. I believe that is what he needed it for.
Yeah.
He was going nowhere else. You ordinarily would not have that sort of money at all.
No.
How was it that you'd ended up with a bit of a financial windfall?
I had a bad car accident. I've got a metal plate in my cheek. I've got a scar under my eye. And I received compensation.
Of how much, please, madam?
£36,000.
Now, just to be clear, when you describe it, you give the impression that this was a minor operation. For the avoidance of doubt, you've provided me with clear medical evidence. This was nothing minor, was it?
No, the reason that I got so much money, all my face was numb. I had no feeling in my face. They thought that would last forever. I lost teeth. I still, today, get neuralgia in my face when I'm cold, or, you know, in winter if I'm walking.
You had to have complete facial reconstruction surgery?
Yeah, Blackburn maxillofacial unit.
You certainly did.
Yeah.
Madam, how much have you got left?
There's nothing left. It doesn't last long. I've got 2 children. I'm on my own with them. And obviously at the time I was able to do it, but, you know, a lot of time's gone past and...
Going to come on to it. £4,700 you agreed to give him. Now, you couldn't have put that in writing at the time.
No.
What did... I'm going to ask you, sir, because I trust you in these proceedings. Very unusual. I'm sure you've not had that often.
I've never actually heard them words, you know.
I trust you in these proceedings, because you've been honest. What did you say in respect of that £4,700, sir?
I don't understand what you mean. What did I say?
Did you say you'd give it back?
Well, of course I'll give it back.
There's a letter, in fact, where you reiterate that. Let me see the letter. Thank you. Hello, Jackalak, is that what you call it?
Yeah.
Just thought I'd drop you a quick line and put into words just how much I appreciate what you've done for me. To say you have saved my bacon could be an understatement. Your help and support has saved me years of wasting away in a foreign prison. I promise you, Jack, hand on my heart, that I'll give you every penny back as soon as I can. Those are your words, correct?
That's correct.
At first, it was suggested that because of that violent robbery, if you didn't have a decent lawyer, you would have got how long? 14 years, potentially. 10
to 14.
What were you ultimately sentenced to?
I signed for 27 months and an £180 multa, which is a fine.
27 months?
27 months.
Just over 2 years?
That's correct.
Now, what he said there is as soon as possible. It can't be a written contract because he's in prison. What did you understand him to mean as soon as possible?
I understood. Originally, when I had the conversation, I actually thought that he had money, but I understood it to mean that as soon as he got released from prison, as soon as he was able to, he would at least start making some contribution towards... At least say, thanks, Jack, and give me a tenner or 20 quid.
Potentially so.
You know, at least, you know, but I expected him to at least be in touch, and I expected him to at least...
Of course, because he was going to do his best.
Pay me back. Yeah.
You were going to do your best at that time, right? The money, by the way, I've had a statement from your father, went to your dad, and your dad gave you the money, correct?
That's correct.
No dispute, he got it. No dispute, by the way, he spent it on the lawyer. He was going to give it back as soon as possible. The difficulty here is, what does as soon as possible mean? You came back to the UK in 2011, correct?
That's correct, yeah.
Soon as possible might be 2 months, 3 months, correct? To get in touch, would that be all right? 2 months, 3 months?
No, it wouldn't be all right, because when I spoke to him on the telephone, I mean, I see this letter as a contract. It was him saying that he would pay me the money back.
For more Judge Rinder cases, click here. And if you've got a legal issue yourself, get in touch with us by clicking over here.